What's going on YouTube? This is Dottie with Ignite Cinemas. Say hey, Carter. And today we'll be showing you guys my honest review and testing out this ND filter by K&F Concept. I'm gonna be using it on my GH5 Sigma art lens 18 to 35 millimeter, and we're gonna see the power that this ND filter unlocks when we use it on our lens. Let's get it. All right, so this is the K&F ND filter that I purchased for my Sigma art lens 18 to 35 millimeter on the GH5. So it's a 72, and this is what you get when you open the box. Comes in this awesome packaging. Get the K&F branding. I love the colors. Maybe it's because Ignite, my company, has the same colors, but I love orange. Here it is right here. Get some cool paper, and then they also give you an idea of what the product does. You get this. Shouts out to K&F Concept. When you open this case, you pop it open, and Eureka, this is it right here. And you can tell already. Ooh. It has you can change the ND all in one, so you don't have to worry about changing specific ones if it's at ND2 or ND32. I think this goes up to 32. And then you simply attach it on here, on your lens, like so, and you are in the game. I keep my ND on all the time now. Usually I was using like this lens protector, and it does nothing, it just protects it. But nowadays I just keep the ND on it, and it's a game changer, because if it gets super sunny outside and I still want to keep a low f-stop so I could get that creamy, crispy, icy bokeh, well, I'm equipped for greatness with the ND. I don't leave nowhere with it. Like I said, I got the ND about almost half a year ago, and I was like thinking like, why didn't I ever get an ND before? Don't make the same mistake as me. Don't be like me, be better than me. Get an ND filter for whatever camera you have or whatever lens, and I'm guaranteeing you would get better shots. It would absolutely out of camera, no post editing needed. Professional quality looking shots, okay? K&F ND filter, you want to purchase, click the link in the description. Purchase it from Amazon yourself. When looking at your lens and you want to see what size ND you need, if you didn't know, usually you get an indication right here. So you'll see like a circle with a line through it, and in this case it says 72. Look on whatever lens you have, whether a 50 millimeter, 35 millimeter, whatever have you, and look for that, a circle with a line through it and a number right to it. So 72, that's how I was able to get this, just in case you didn't know. So I purchased this about 6 months ago. I just haven't came around to actually making a review on it and testing it and showing you guys the power of it, but this is an absolute game changer. When I was starting my journey on filmmaking back in the day, 2013, 2014, even all the way up till 2020, I never bought an ND filter. So I was missing those beautiful shots with a bokeh background, and the sun was out, and you know, I tried to increase the f-stop all the way to 20. I tried to adjust the ISO all the way down. Like, it was a hot mess express, okay? And then I became woke and I realized, oh, you need an ND filter. And it has been an absolute game changer for all the interviews I do for my clients, indoors or outdoors, especially when there's a lot of sun coming through the windows. But I'm gonna give you an idea what it looks like. Then I'm gonna show you the real life example of it actually performing during some client shots, interviews. I've been very pleased with this, but we're gonna test this out right now. I'm gonna show you an example of it out here in the trenches. All right, so this is an example. Hey Carter, what's up, man? You just came from daycare. So this has no ND filter. This is raw, and you know, as you can see, I I have to adjust my f-stop at a 2.8. So I'm at an f-stop 2.8, ISO at 200. So this is what it looks like when you don't have an ND filter, and sometimes you have to go all the way. You have to get an f-stop at 5.0. So as you can see, I don't get that bokeh in the background. Hey, can you sit still? Hold on, look at the camera. Okay. So let's try it with an ND filter. Back. Right now I'm at 5.0. F-stop, ISO 200. Let's try it with an ND filter. All right, same thing. So I'm at a 1.2. This is with the ND filter. You see that bokeh in the background?
Yes.
Yeah. And we can actually change. So this is the ND at an ND2.
That's the rock.
But if we drop the ND down,
It's cooking.
you smell what the rock is cooking?
Yeah.
I got the ND to almost 32, and as you can see, look at that image. I'm at a 1.2. You see that creamy bokeh in the background? Just like so.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Cheese.
Hold on, I gotta focus. There we go.
I got it.
And look at that blurred background. That's what everybody wants to see, a blurred background. My fiance is rocking Ignite all day. The power of an ND filter. All right, so this is no ND filter. So I'm putting the ND filter in my pocket. ND filter's in my pocket. And this is at a 1.2, ISO 200, looking weak. Blown out. I'm at a 3.2, f-stop at almost 6. Let's try this ND filter. All right. So we got the ND, ND2. Knock this down to a 1.2. Increased the ND. Big difference. Look at that blurred background. Let's try it on here. You remember that shot earlier?
Yeah.
Same shot.
Yeah.
Focus on the truck. And we can blur that background. Look at the big difference. That's what we want in our shots. That bokeh, icy. Look at that. Show me the stick.
Show Daddy the stick.
That's perfect.
That's big.
Big.
Yeah.
That's the power of the ND filter. That was on the GH5. I love the Sony ZV-1 because it has a built-in ND filter, and I get that creamy bokeh no matter where I go. And the autofocus is tremendous. When I'm using the GH5 like that, I have to auto adjust it manually, which is okay, but it takes time. Especially when you have kids, they're fast and you have to be quick. So no shade at GH5, I still love it. I still use it for all my professional shoots with my clients. And I can say and attest that an ND filter, well worth the investment in the long term. If you're doing weddings, interviews, capturing the moment, and you want professional shots with the blurred out background, absolute must. Would strongly recommend. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you want to see more content like this on the channel, please smash that like button. And if you want to see more unboxings and reviews, Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials, and filming tips and tricks, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. And as always, don't forget to ignite.
See ya!
See ya.